Uh, Actually, at that time I was high school first grade, so at that time I thought I wanted to live a more valuable life in God and to help to become good friend for with the suffering and the poor people.
Nice.
Yeah, like the thinking.
You know, I always say I didn't come for any great interior inspirational reason. Other people will say, you know, I came because I felt the call of God. Well, I didn't feel any interior light. I came because from the time I was a kid and started school, I liked the sisters. I liked what I saw. I liked how they acted. I was kind of mystified by what they did after 4 o'clock when they went back into the convent. So that's why I came.
Well, when I got old enough to seriously think what I wanted to do with my life, having given up the idea of being a ballerina or just a fancy lady, I kind of considered it as giving my life to somebody, and I decided that the best one to give it to would be Jesus, God.
I come to the religious life because I would like to follow Jesus and the Blessed Mary.
I think I have grown so much in religious life. I also deeply, deeply love the community. The sisters that are in my community are people whose stories I know. You know, they know my story. They know my faults and foibles and love me, even with my faults and foibles. I know theirs.
Primarily, I stayed because of the grace of God that works in me. And if it weren't for the grace of God that has accompanied me every day, I certainly would not be here.
Those women who really supported me and mentored me really made the difference. And their love, their support, and their challenge was just great.
I like this religious life, and I can think more. I think about more about God, and then I like to help or to serve others more, something, and then I like to live together.
Yeah.
And to make fun, and it's like a family. And
The best thing, I think, is how we support one another and love one another and our prayer life together. That's really important to me.
The best thing about being a religious sister is just purely being in touch with yourself, being in touch with God, being in touch with other people.
Religious life for me has offered so many opportunities to develop my spiritual life, to study and understand spirituality and theology. The sacramental life and the liturgical life have been so rich for me and so enriching, and I have just really loved that aspect of it. And I think in community, you're with a whole bunch of other women who equally love that. And
Community. It's like being in a symphony orchestra. The orchestra can do more and better things than any individual player.
I can count on that people who are in our religious community are all attempting to live a spiritual, deep life, that they're all attempting to be good Christians, and more than that, that they're all concerned about prayer, about a relationship with God.
I guess if I could give a piece of advice to someone who is in discernment about their vocation, I would say try it. You know, I would say at the very minimum, go and visit a number of different communities and see how you feel when you're there.
Lead a reflective life. take time for quiet and learn to meditate and be at peace in the quiet. Turn off the TV and the 25 technological things that you might have attached to your ear, and allow yourself to be reflective and quiet. And I believe that if you do that, you will know what you're called to be in life.
I would really encourage them to find a neutral mentor or spiritual director who understands religious life and then would walk with them in that search, because you can't do it on your own. You need people in the community as well as family, but you also need that independent, neutral person to help. And that's a really important piece, is that discernment, your personal discernment that you share with the community.